The Cecil Hotel stands in Los Angeles, a towering monument to darkness, known for housing serial killers and witnessing countless tragedies within its cursed, aging walls. In 2013, Canadian student Elisa Lam checked into this grim location, seeking adventure, unaware she was stepping into a modern nightmare that would never end. She vanished without a trace, leaving behind only one chilling clue: security footage from an elevator where she appeared terrified of something the camera could not see. In the grainy video, Elisa presses buttons frantically, peeks into the hallway, and gestures wildly at invisible entities, her behavior suggesting a descent into total madness. The footage went viral instantly, sparking global obsession, as internet sleuths analyzed every frame, convinced she was being hunted by a stalker or a supernatural force. Police scoured the building with dogs and detectives, checking every room and corridor, but found absolutely nothing, as if Elisa had simply evaporated into thin air. Weeks passed with no leads, but guests began complaining about the hotel's water supply, reporting low pressure, a strange dark color, and a terrible, inexplicable taste. Maintenance workers were finally dispatched to investigate the rooftop water tanks, a restricted area that was supposedly locked and alarmed to prevent any unauthorized public access. The employee climbed the high ladder to the main tank, expecting a routine mechanical clog or debris, completely unprepared for the horror waiting inside the metal. To reach the opening, one had to scale a difficult platform and lift a massive, heavy lid that would be nearly impossible for one person to move. He pushed the heavy hatch aside and peered into the darkness, shining his flashlight down to the water's surface, where a pale shape floated in silence. There lay Elisa Lam, her body floating face up in the water supply that guests had been drinking, bathing in, and brushing their teeth with for weeks. She was naked, with her clothes found at the bottom of the tank, raising immediate, terrifying questions about how she entered the tank and closed the lid. Authorities struggled to remove her remains from the narrow opening, eventually having to cut through the solid metal tank to retrieve the body and preserve the evidence. The discovery sent shockwaves through the hotel, as sickened guests realized the gruesome reality of the water they had consumed while Elisa's body decomposed right above them. The autopsy ruled her death an accidental drowning, citing bipolar disorder as a significant factor. Yet it failed to explain the physical impossibility of the heavy lid. Toxicology reports showed she was under-medicated, suggesting a manic episode, but many still argue that mental illness cannot explain how she accessed the locked alarmed roof alone. Strange coincidences emerged later, like a local tuberculosis outbreak named La Melissa, and similarities to the movie Dark Water, fueling endless dark conspiracy theories about the tragic event. The elevator game theory gained traction, suggesting she was performing a ritual to enter another dimension, a desperate explanation for her bizarre movements in the video footage. Despite the official ruling of accident, the question of the lid remains. The tank was closed when the worker arrived, a feat seemingly impossible for her alone. Today, the Cecil Hotel has been rebranded, but the mystery of Elisa Lam remains, a chilling reminder of how easily a life can vanish into the dark.